Hello, welcome to the Heroic Pattern Part 2. In Notability, open your previous notes from Part 1. Add a new bolded heading that says Classical Heroic Pattern Part 2. At any time during this video, press pause. Be sure to summarize the lengthy descriptions, use bullet points and numbers so that you are organized and understand what you have written. Today, we will examine the rest of the heroic pattern. We will begin with the journey home, examine the romantic elements, divine intervention, and a hero's reward and enlightenment at the conclusion of their journey. A hero's journey home. The journey home is not exactly what we think it is. A hero is attempting to return home from the minute he begins his quest. So all of the elements of the journey before he finishes his quest are part of the journey home. Let's examine this. A hero is always on a journey to get back to his homeland. Number one, his quest is to achieve his goal, but also to get home. Number two, the hero often encounters difficulties, and he often encounters despair before he finishes his quest. Number three, by the time he completes his quest, it makes home all the more sweet. We understand that a hero's path is not always direct. Often it is very dangerous, it is not clear, and sometimes the path takes the hero away from his original goals, and he must re-find his purpose and passion. The romantic elements of the quest and the journey home often lengthen a hero's journey by years. Additionally, the romantic elements are not a pretty romantic story that we are often used to. Instead, they are what give the journey tension, they give the journey danger, they provide choices and consequences, and romantic elements often reveal human flaws. So let's look at romantic elements. Temptation, isolation, alienation, loneliness, despair, and, at the end, resurrection. Let's first examine temptation. Temptation is anything a hero should avoid, but cannot. We often see heroes who struggle with drinking, gambling, women, etc. For example, a femme fatale is often deadly to a hero, and a femme fatale is a fatal female. She will love him and then try to kill him. Isolation. A hero that finds himself alone or necessarily must distance himself from society experiences isolation. This can be harmful to the psyche long term. Socialization is a human necessity, and isolation is quite the opposite. Alienation. Alienation is the shunning or segregation from society or groups that heroes sometimes face. It often causes the hero to change the social structure that he is experiencing or to fix his own flaws. Loneliness is often a result of all of these. Loneliness is very dangerous if a hero does not have a strong moral character. Loneliness can lead to the pit of despair. And despair is giving up. Heroes often reach their limit physically and emotionally, and they will descend into the pit of despair. For some, it is near-death experience. For some, it is a death experience and a descent into Hades, as Odysseus experienced, or reaching rock bottom. Heroes often have companions that accompany them on their journey, and these companions are often a pain in their side. They cause trouble. They don't listen to instruction, and they often put the quest in danger. but without them, the hero is lonely and despairing. And resurrection. Resurrection is when the hero revives himself, or he is revived by companions or by divine intervention. Thankfully, he is reinvigorated to carry on and complete his quest. Divine intervention is simply when a god or goddess, hero, guide, prophet, or oracle intervenes in the hero's journey. They often help a hero get home, teach them lessons that must be learned for success, or provide opportunities for them to accomplish their ultimate goal. Heroes need this divine information to make good choices, and heroes must follow the advice of their guide. If they don't, they better run fast in the opposite direction. Heroes cannot avoid their fate, and the intervention and direction of the gods provides them with success. Divine intervention saves a hero. Divine intervention often is most important in the pit of despair, and a hero's resurrection from the pit of despair often requires divine help. How does a hero achieve reward and enlightenment? Heroes are not the same after completing their journey. Part of their enlightenment, or their growth mentally and spiritually, is that they find maturity. Some heroes find a new morality, a difference between right and wrong. Many simply learn new knowledge that is helpful to those around them. And some heroes provide great social change. However, for a hero, the prize is never really the goal. It is the self-change within a hero and their true contribution to society that is important. This is what we remember of heroes. Finally, a few things to remember. A hero in the classical world was fiercely individualistic. He fought for his own glory, and he often fought to protect fiercely his own homeland. The greatest honor for a hero was victory on the battlefield. It was better for a hero to die on the field than to lose the battle and return home in shame. Additionally, heroes in the classical world were male. Women in classical stories were the protectors. They were guides, goddesses, or femme fatales, temptresses. Women were not seen as powerful in the classical sense, but many critics of the Iliad and the Odyssey, some of the oldest written pieces known to man, they believed that Homer possessed a different impression of women. He was in awe and recognized the secret powers they held. A hero was truly lost without the power of a good woman.